What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm once again joined by Tyler. We are back for another video in our Kingdom Hearts community series, and this week starts our double back-to-back features of our Kingdom Hearts videos. We're going to be having videos every single Wednesday and Thursday leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3 releasing on January 29th. We're getting ever so close to the day that the game releases. We're going to have tons of content on the channel. So in this video, we're going to do something a little bit different from what we've done before. We've done a lot of different videos discussing key features in Kingdom Hearts 3. Please go check those out. We've done a lot of videos already. Tyler has done many videos back in the day explaining Kingdom Hearts' story and doing all of those kind of things. And we're going to do a little bit of that in this video here. We're going to be talking about Sora's story. So we're going to be talking about the importance of Sora. And it's going to be just a kind of a general thing. We're not going to go into huge specifics, and Tyler will go over that as well. But don't expect this to be a key, this is everything, here's 50 facts you know about Sora. It's just a general discussion of this is what you guys should know leading into Kingdom Hearts 3 about who Sora is. So Tyler, Sora, obviously, and we've talked about him before as well. I mean, a very, very important character to Kingdom Hearts, and he's gone through a lot, and we've gone through a lot of games with him. So what do you think are some important things that people should know about his story?
Well, just so everybody knows, so obviously Sora is the main character for anybody who is just maybe even like some Xbox people who heard about Kingdom Hearts, they know about Kingdom Hearts, didn't play the old games, haven't really watched too much of it, which if you want to catch up, we do have. It's 3 hours long, but it's the full movie. It's pure story. Everything else I removed, and it didn't matter. I removed pure story from literally the beginning, the very first, like in the timeline space. And it's all HD, so it's from beginning up until Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's something for you guys to be able to watch too. And that'll really help you understand some things. But for those of you who just kind of want to understand going into Kingdom Hearts 3, like, why is Sora such an important character? Like, why is he so important instead of Mickey Mouse or anybody else? So that's what we're going to be talking about here. And we're not going to go into, because there's obviously, I think there's been approximately 68 games that have come out I'm just kidding, but for Kingdom Hearts. And a lot of it can be confusing. But there are certain and key points regarding Sora that you do need to understand. So the first thing that we'll say is that Sora, his home world, because you travel many worlds, his home world is known as Destiny Islands. Now, we're going to be doing another video about the main villain, Master Xehanort is his name. They actually share the same home world. So Destiny Island is where Sora kind of grew up, had friends Riku and Kairi on the island. And a long time ago, when Sora was a young boy, in the time of the game Birth by Sleep, that has the characters Ven, Aqua, and Terra. Terra grants Riku the Keyblade, which again is Sora's friend. But when Terra's watching Sora and Riku playing, he's kind of looking and he's like, you know what, I'm going to go with Riku because he's a little bit older. So he passes the Keyblade on to him. He basically ignores Sora. And then later on, when Aqua comes to Destiny Islands, she sees Riku and Sora. She realizes that Riku has already kind of received the gift, in a way, of receiving a Keyblade from her friend Terra. And then she was going to give it to Sora, but she thought he was still kind of young to have one. So this is how, and the reason I'm saying this is because Sora is connected to literally all of the main characters in Kingdom Hearts. So this is how he's sort of in a way connected to Terra, mainly because Terra ignored him. Aqua was going to choose him but decided not to. And then what happens later in Birth by Sleep, and again, watch the full movie video to fully understand all of this, but what happens later is the young boy Ventus, whose heart is split. It's fractured. He is the light, and then he has a dark half, Vanitas, who actually looks like what will be an older version of Sora, ironically. So then what happens is Ven fights his dark half, defeats him, but in doing so, his heart has to go to sleep. And Ven kind of fades away and away, and his heart has to go to sleep, but it needs somewhere to sleep, and it finds Sora. young boy Sora, and it asks if he can sleep inside Sora's heart, and Sora allows him to do so. So Sora actually, right from it's almost like the age of 5 or 6, essentially has 2 hearts. He has his own heart, and he has Ven's heart too. So that's important because what took place in Birth by Sleep directly has everything to do, really, with Kingdom Hearts 3, because the goal of Kingdom Hearts 3 for Sora and Riku and their friends are to basically save or rescue, wake up the 3 fallen Keyblade wielders, Terra, Ven, and Aqua. So that's how Sora is connected to Aqua, Terra, and Ven. So then, when we fast forward a little bit to what would be known as Kingdom Hearts 1, the Keyblade, finds Sora, and he goes on all these adventures with Donald and Goofy and all of that to kind of reunite with his friends. But that's when we find out it's the beginning of this big Ansem plot. But then what we find out, though, the Keyblade that Sora's in possession of, that came to him, actually was supposed to go to his friend Riku, who was originally chosen by Terra. So Sora really was never meant to have the Keyblade. Well, that's what they say. I think we're going to find something else out in Kingdom Hearts 3. But what we can go off of right now is that Sora was really never meant to have the Keyblade. One of the main reasons he can have a Keyblade is because Ven, who had a Keyblade, is in his heart. So, a little confusing, but not that confusing. But don't worry, it's going to get more confusing in a minute. So, that's what we find out. But then, Sora faces this evil man known as Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. And then, defeats him. In Kingdom Hearts 1, before Sora fights the main villain Ansem, he faces off against his friend Riku, who almost in a way steals the Keyblade from him. But they fight. Sora ends up getting it back. This Ansem, what Ansem was doing in the first Kingdom Hearts game is he wanted 7 princesses or 7 pure lights, and one of those pure lights was Sora's friend Kairi. And so she's asleep because the heart is kind of out in a way. So what Sora does is he has to remove his own heart in order to save his friend Kairi. And then what we learn is that when you remove your heart from yourself, you become a heartless because you literally don't have a heart. So you become a heartless. But then what we find out later is that when a heartless is created, a nobody is created as well. And a nobody is an empty shell. They don't have a heart. Okay? Even they do have a heart. That was a lie that was told to them, but we find that out literally in the final game before Kingdom Hearts 3. So when you remove your heart from your body, you become a heartless, and a nobody is formed as well. So you become 2 different beings. Eventually, Sora's heart is returned to him, so he's back. But the nobody will come into play in Kingdom Hearts 2. So Sora defeats Ansem. Everything's good. Chain of Memories happens. Doesn't really matter. Now we're in Kingdom Hearts 2. We learn of a new boy named Roxas. Roxas, we find out, he works for this Organization 13. Organization 13 is the main villain of... actually, they're the main villain, really, of the entire Kingdom Hearts series, other than in Birth by Sleep. So, Organization 13 is a bunch of nobodies. So it's people who lost their heart, and these are all nobodies that join this organization with the goal of creating Kingdom Hearts. And the way that they create Kingdom Hearts is they have to destroy a bunch of Heartless. Because when you destroy a Heartless, somehow the heart goes up, and the more hearts that you collect, it starts to form Kingdom Hearts. So, when Roxas was created, who looks identical to Ven, and the reason for that is because Roxas is Sora's nobody, and it looks like Ventus because Ven is inside of Sora's heart. So that's just so you understand that. So when Roxas is created, he's found by the organization. They recruit Roxas, And the reason they recruit Roxas is because he possesses a Keyblade. He's the only nobody that has ever possessed a Keyblade. So they need Roxas to go out, defeat Heartless. The more Heartless he defeats, the faster they have Kingdom Hearts. And what they believe, what they lie and they tell the other organization members is, when we have Kingdom Hearts, we will finally be able to have a heart. We'll be able to be people again. We'll be able to feel again. It's a lie. But that's what they say. Eventually, Roxas realizes what's happening, and he leaves the organization, and he goes to find Sora to become, because Sora's asleep at this time. He's asleep, regaining memories that were tampered with. He finds Sora. Sora wakes up, and then the events of Kingdom Hearts 2 happens. Not really that much happens in Kingdom Hearts 2 until the end, and basically all that happens is in Kingdom Hearts 2 is Sora's taking on the organization. Because he doesn't agree. They're bad. They're not good people. So he's taking them out one by one. Eventually, it comes to Xemnas, who's the leader of the Organization 13. And Xemnas is Ansem with an X in it, just like Roxas is Sora with an X in it, and just mix the letters around a little bit. And then he defeats Xemnas, so the organization is destroyed. Roxas merges with Sora, so now Roxas is now part of Sora again, so Sora is now whole again. And he and his friends, because Riku, we'll talk about him in another video, but Riku he went down a dark path, but found his way out. So now Riku, Sora, and Kairi return home to Destiny Islands for a short time, and then a new mission begins, and that would be known as Dream Drop Distance. And the purpose of Dream Drop Distance, the video game, was for Mickey Mouse and Yen Sid, who was Mickey's Keyblade master, to learn, to see if Sora and Riku are worthy of being Keyblade masters. It's the Mark of Mastery exam. That's what they call it. To name one or both of them master Keyblade wielders. And in doing so, in that adventure, when they literally go to sleep, and then in these dreams they have to do all these different tasks. But in doing so, what ends up happening is we learn that the Organization 13 was not actually defeated because Master Xehanort from Birth by Sleep, the one that planned all of this, and again we're gonna talk about Master Xehanort in his own video because he's got a lot to talk about. But he's playing all of this. He's the reason that Ven had to share a heart with Sora. Why Aqua's basically not in. She's in a dark world. Why Terra is gone, and it's all connected to all of this stuff. But we learn that young Xehanort, Master Xehanort, when he was young, he was on Destiny Islands too. I believe I said that earlier. So he also lived on Destiny Islands, but he learned a way to travel through time. And in doing so, he actually is able to bring back the Organization 13. And when they're doing that, they're doing it, and in Dream Drop Distance, they're trying to get a 13th vessel. And the 13th vessel is Sora. So the organization currently, at that time, had 12 members. They needed the 13th final member. And what the true organization, what they're actually trying to do, because the lie was, again, we have to defeat Heartless, create Kingdom Hearts, and we'll all get our hearts back. That was the lie. What they really are trying to do is turn all of the members into Xehanort, so that there would be 13 Xehanorts, and that's the true goal. So they still needed Sora, so they're trying to get to Sora the entire time. And that, not too much, even in Dream Drop Distance happen. There's a lot that happens, but it's all like towards the end. So that's the gist of Dream Drop Distance. They're trying to get to Sora. They succeed at first, but then the other good guys come in, save the day, and Master Xehanort is fully restored. We're going to talk about that in another one. And the good guys leave, and the bad guys leave. And then all that happens with Sora is he realizes through all of these, they're all all these adventures, he realizes that he's more connected to, or sorry, Sora realizes that the reason that he's important isn't so much because it's himself. In fact, it's not because of himself. And one of the quotes is, "I don't care that the Keyblade didn't choose me. I'm proud to be a small part of something much bigger, the people it did choose." And that's one of the best quotes in all of Kingdom Hearts. And then in that scene, and we're going to have a graphic, or maybe we'll show that clip. In that scene, you have Sora standing there, and everybody that he's connected to is all behind him. And when you see that, that's when you realize that this is why Sora is important. Because he's touched the lives of all of these people that were chosen, and yet they still fell. Maybe not to darkness, but they still couldn't do it, and they were chosen. And here's a boy, and even Master Xehanort calls him a dull, ordinary boy that managed to mess up my plans, not once, not twice, but ends up doing it 3 times. Even though he's a regular person. So this regular boy, not special at all, somehow is the most special of them all. And so the journey of Kingdom Hearts 3 really will be, how is he going to rescue Ventus? Because Ven can't just stay in his heart. He's his own person. How are they going to save Aqua? And most of all, how will they finally defeat Master Xehanort and the Organization 13 before he succeeds in creating all Xehanorts and fulfilling whatever plan it is that he has? So that's really the story of Sora in a broken down 15-minute way. And again, go check out the Kingdom Hearts full movie, no commentary video. We'll have a link in the description. There's a graphic of the thumbnail. Go check that out if you want to see everything in order, all in HD. It's the only one on YouTube that has all the HD from the remastered games. And that will definitely help you out.
So let us know what you guys think of Sora's story in the comments below. And also make sure you subscribe to the podcast now, our YouTube channel, for more Kingdom Hearts content. Make sure you guys hit that bell icon. Again, we're going to be having Kingdom Hearts videos every single week leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, releasing on January 29th. We're going to have it 2 times a week. So tomorrow we will be back for another Kingdom Hearts video, and we hope to see you guys there.